And it's Beal in at the 3 spot. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Now, here's Doncic. He kicks it to Sampson. Back to Doncic. Shot from 12. And he gets the jumper to drop. Doncic has got the first basket of the game for the Mavs. Well, the Suns underachieving after going all in on Bradley Beal. Shams, is there a bit of panic, do you think, in the desert after last season?
The Suns are very much committed to their big three, but listen, there's no question the Beal contract is something they're going to have to live with. Still has a no-trade clause, and there were some flaws that were exposed as they were swept in the first round by Minnesota. But the Suns truly believe those flaws can be fixed, and they do have the talent to do it, even though Beal did have a down year.
Quickly, Shams, do they have a lot of wiggle room, though, to make changes?
They really don't have wiggle room. They have a top-heavy team that's built on its 3 all-star caliber players. And I do believe as long as they can build around those 3 top guys, they're going to have a chance to compete. The question is, do you find the right?
After the miss from KD. Back to Thompson. 6 to shoot from past the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Jones against Doncic. Steps back and fires. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Klay Thompson, number 1.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
There's Beal with the 3. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do. And this path, I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I love playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans. And so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
So connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much. And just know the stories will keep coming.
He lobs it up, and Gafford throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Beal. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Pass to Sampson. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 11.
KD is so good at drawing contact. Really smart at finding ways to draw fouls and get to the line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
No good from Booker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Booker against Doncic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off of.
And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your... like I'm talking to my teenage daughter. What is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to do it.
And you always do. You always do.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Jones. Still scoreless. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
Beal against Thompson. Beal, the pass to Nurkic. Good, and Beal picking up the assist. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Sampson dishes to Thompson. Here's Sampson. He had 13 points in the win against San Antonio.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Jones against Gafford. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. Gafford against Jones. Shoots over Gafford, and it's Phoenix scoring again. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank